All right, let's take you back to one of our top stories this hour, an update on the fires that have wreaked havoc in the KZN Midlands. We're joined this afternoon by the fire chief in Umgungundlovu, Mbulelo Dlamini. It's great to talk to you. Thank you for coming on, sir. And our condolences for the loss of firefighters doing such incredibly important work.
Good afternoon, and thank you for inviting me. And a slight correction, the district commander, Umgungundlovu District Fire Services, not yet fire chief. Thank you for those words of condolences. However, I need to clarify the point that those firefighters do not belong to us as Umgungundlovu District. However, we also rendered our assistance when we got called upon to go and assist. Those firefighters were contracted to Sapi Forest Company. We there to render our professional service. Unfortunately, sadly so, on scene, we lost 3 firefighters on that tragic day yesterday.
Can you tell me, Mbulelo, what was particularly hard, do you think, in fighting the kinds of fires that have been raging there?
The terrain, the wind. In cases of fires like that, wind changes direction at any given moment, so that has a negative impact and put the lives of firefighters at great risk, like we saw yesterday, because of the wind change, and such things. Certainly what really transpired yesterday.
The mayor has already said that he's admitted, the Umgeni mayor, Chris Papas, that fire departments are just not equipped to the extent that they can deal with disasters of this nature. When you look at your own fire district, where would you say the gaps lie in terms of equipment?
We are not perfect. But we have basic resources like fire engines and some pakisakis that we use. We are not that well equipped, but we are meeting the minimum standards required by legislation and Public Services Act. We're meeting those minimum requirements as per the resources are concerned.
And when you talk about, meeting the minimum requirements, if indeed you were equipped to the extent that you felt any disaster, particularly one of this nature, you felt confident in your ability not only to fight the fires, but to preserve life, to preserve the life of the firefighters involved as well, where would the gaps be then? If you were to think about, being fully equipped, not just minimally equipped?
Such things the overwhelm even the most capable department in the world. We cannot rule out these unfortunate incidents in this kind of job that we do. My staff currently, we have 115 firefighters altogether. There's quite a sizable amount of firefighters servicing all our 6 LMs, local municipalities that we service. Per shift, we ensure that the shift is fully manned as per South African national standards regulations on fire manning levels. We meet that on a daily basis. If we are short, we call for overtime. So we always, human resource-wise, we well off, and basic equipments we are well off.
Just a final question for you, Mbulelo, before we let you go. There's been a lot of discussion around how these fires started exactly. I know that there'll probably be an investigation, and in the weeks and months to come, we'll get some clarity around that. But is there any advice that you have for families living in particular areas? When we're trying to make a fire to cook or make a fire to stay warm, how to be able to do those things and yet keep our area, our family safe?
You can never be enough to stress the point that people must inculcate these things to their kids, to their families. Even the adults, they do make mistakes when it comes to fires. We know it's a very dry season, grass fire season, peak grass fire season, and climate change has direct impact in what we are seeing in terms of fires and various other disasters, but particularly fire-related ones. People at homes must, when we are using warming fires, they must be careful. They mustn't leave those fires unattended. They need to make sure that gas stoves are switched off completely. Such things will actually try and avert such incident we've seen yesterday. But it is alleged, if I may add, it is alleged that yesterday's fire was caused by poachers, but that is still going to be matter for investigation, thorough investigation.
Yeah, certainly. Well, thank you very much indeed for that perspective. Mbulelo Dlamini is the district commander in the Umgungundlovu District Fire Department, giving us an update on the fires that have been raging in parts of the KZN Midlands.